This is my last topic about Aaron Rodgers for at least a month, for quite a while. First of all, I don't want to argue with people. Like, I can argue all day with YouTube comments and people on Twitter and Instagram. And it's like, look, I've said my piece. I think it's out there. You agree or you don't. And I'm honestly, I'm getting kind of burned out on this story. And I think as the month goes on, a lot of people are slowly going to get where I am, where they're like, I'm really tired about hearing about Aaron Rodgers. It's dominating the media space. And the reality is, it's all up in the air. Like, if the Packers are going to trade Aaron Rodgers, it's not going to happen until at least June 1st, because by trading Aaron in June, the Packers save a ton of money. And so it's just out there. And we just have a while to wait. Maybe some crazy thing happens and there's some breaking news, like a new development, and it's actually a new development. It's not like one of Aaron's former teammates saying something that probably has Aaron's approval. So, until further notice, this is going to be my last topic on Aaron Rodgers for a long, long time. But I will say, I do wonder if there's a handshake deal between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. I wonder if there's a silent or very quiet agreement between those two teams. We'll wait till June when it's easier to trade Aaron, and we'll make a trade down the road. Because I look at what Denver did in the NFL draft, and it was a bit confusing because the Broncos had an opportunity to draft Justin Fields in the top 10, and they need a quarterback. And Denver was like, nah, we're going to pass. And they drafted a corner, Patrick Surtain, from Alabama. Really good corner out of Alabama. I think, whatever. It was a weird pick because I'm like, you need a quarterback. Oh, and by the way, you drafted the number one thing the Green Bay Packers need, a corner. And it really doesn't take a whole lot of convincing to convince me. Like, you can say a couple things and I'm like, I kind of believe you. It doesn't take a lot to convince me that the Denver Broncos may have a handshake deal with the Packers to trade Aaron down the road. And I got to say, I would love to see Aaron Rodgers play for the Denver Broncos. I think the Denver Broncos are Aaron's best shot at winning another Super Bowl. Denver has a ton of weapons. Here is what the Denver Broncos offense looks like. They have at minimum at least 4 stud receivers. They have Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, and KJ Hamler. They have a star tight end in the making, Noah Fant. Noah Fant, the tight end playing with Aaron Rodgers throwing him the football, that's a nightmare for NFL defenses. That's akin to George Kittle or akin to Travis Kelce. Like, this guy, Noah Fant, is so talented and nobody knows about him. He gets a good quarterback, you're going to know very quickly who Noah Fant is. They have Melvin Gordon at running back. They've got a solid offensive line. Denver has a bunch of good players on defense. Like, Denver has a really, really good roster. Now, they had a ton of guys hurt last year, but there's a lot of talent on the Broncos roster. They just need a quarterback. And it's logical to think, well, the equation is this. Aaron Rodgers, a very, very talented quarterback, plus a really good Denver Broncos roster, that adds up to a team that should compete for a Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl contending Denver Broncos team. Aaron Rodgers plus the Broncos equals Super Bowl contender. And that's what I really want to see. I've been very, very critical of Aaron. I have high expectations. I've said it before. I try to be fair. I say I praise good stuff, and when I don't agree, I let you know. But if Aaron gets traded away to Denver, that's a great opportunity for him to be a great leader and to elevate his new team. And it sounds like a blast to watch. I love football. I love high-quality football. I love high-quality quarterback play. Aaron gives that to us every time we get to watch him. And watching Aaron play with a ton of great receivers and a great tight end and a good running back, I'm like, that sounds incredible. Oh, by the way, they got a defensive-minded head coach. They got a good offensive coordinator. And because it's a defensive-minded head coach, the coach will get out of the way. Let Aaron do his thing. And it's kind of ironic. Peyton Manning left his longtime team, went to Denver, won a Super Bowl. Maybe Aaron can make the exact same move and repeat history. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of exciting. Brett Favre left Green Bay and never got to another Super Bowl. I was disappointed about that. I would love to see Aaron leave and do well. And by the way, if Aaron really is mad at the Packers general manager, the best thing he can do then is to leave and win a Super Bowl without them. Like, that's how you get payback. Prove yourself right. Do what Tom Brady did. Say, okay, you don't want me. Okay, you want to replace me? You want to, like, the way to get payback is to leave and win a Super Bowl. That's how Aaron wins that scenario. I would love to see Aaron Rodgers go to Denver. I mean, I'd love to see him on another team. A great roster. By the way, if he's on the Denver Broncos roster, you know what you can't do anymore? You can't blame Green Bay. You can't blame the receiving core. You can't blame the draft picks. You can't blame the general manager. You can't blame the head coach. If Aaron leaves Green Bay and then goes to a good team with good players to play with, a good roster, a bunch of receivers, I like that because the pressure's on Aaron then. He's supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks ever. And if you give Aaron, who we've heard the problem is Green Bay over and over, it's everything but Aaron's fault. That's why they can't win a Super Bowl. It's not Aaron Rodgers. Well, let's see Aaron go to a really good team. And then we'll find out, okay, pressure's on. Time to prove it. Prove how incredibly amazing you are. I like that storyline. I don't hate Aaron. I'd love to see Aaron go to another team and win a Super Bowl. That'd be awesome. And I think Denver is the best shot for Aaron to win another Super Bowl. By the way, the Broncos are also a really good trade partner for the Packers. Denver can give Green Bay a corner, a guy who was just drafted in the top 10, Patrick Surtain. Green Bay needs a corner. Green Bay could also get a couple first-round picks from Denver. And maybe Denver goes, hey, you want Teddy Bridgewater? Because I would imagine that, if Aaron Rodgers gets traded away, then the Packers' long-term plan for the next 10 years, they're thinking we could use Jordan Love as our long-term quarterback. But the question is, does Green Bay have a quarterback who can be their day one starter, week one, this upcoming season? And if for some reason Jordan Love, they feel like he isn't ready, Teddy Bridgewater is a veteran quarterback who's very solid, who can come in and play decent football week one until Jordan Love is eventually ready. And then when Jordan Love is the guy, hey, you got a veteran, good backup quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. So trading Teddy Bridgewater to Green Bay makes a lot of sense. By the way, if the Packers get rid of Aaron Rodgers, then the only quarterback they'll have left on their roster is Jordan Love. And you can't play football with only one quarterback on your roster. They're going to need to bring in some kind of backup quarterback if they get rid of Aaron. So Denver, they can give him a corner, they can give him a couple first-round picks, and a veteran quarterback. Denver, it makes a lot of sense to trade with Green Bay. And I think the Packers can take this Aaron Rodgers situation and turn it into a really, really great thing for them. Like the GM, it looks rough right now because Aaron doesn't seem to like him. He's going to have to trade away Aaron Rodgers, and it's hard to trade away an MVP quarterback and do well and win the trade. Like, that's a almost impossible scenario where you trade away one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, that's hard to come away from that where people go, what a great trade for Green Bay, Because most people go, well, you lost an incredible quarterback who might win a Super Bowl without you. And if Aaron Rodgers does win a Super Bowl without Green Bay, that's a tough loss for Brian Gutekunst, the GM in Green Bay. But imagine that you can trade for a corner, which helps their defense, Patrick Surtain. You get a couple first-round picks. You get Teddy Bridgewater, who can be your duct tape quarterback until Jordan Love is developed. And then if you use those picks well and do develop Jordan Love, then trading away Aaron Rodgers could really rebuild your team because you already have a good team that's gone to 2 straight NFC championship games. Then you get a young quarterback. You get a new player on defense, a couple first-round picks. By the way, you don't have the hefty contract you were paying Aaron Rodgers, so you can pay other people. I think it's possible the Packers trade away Aaron Rodgers and end up in a good position where they get a lot of good players in a pretty solid haul and build their roster around Jordan Love. And then imagine this. This is my, dream of dreams. Every once in a while I put out something and I say, this is not entirely realistic, but it's a fun thought, right? This is a dream scenario. Imagine 2 years from now, if Aaron gets traded to Denver, the Denver Broncos are rolling. They got Aaron Rodgers, year 2. Imagine Denver goes to the Super Bowl, and then imagine, there's another team that was on the other side of that trade who got a lot of good players and has a young quarterback they're building. Imagine 2 years from now, we have the Denver Broncos and Aaron Rodgers playing the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl. That's a dream of dreams, but that is an amazing story. Oh my goodness, the drama, the storyline, the narrative, like it'd be so incredible and so much fun to have that matchup. And so I want to see Aaron leave. I want to see Aaron Rodgers on a new team. That's a great story. And then imagine if Aaron left and won a Super Bowl. That's awesome. Like, that'd be so cool. I would love to see that. And so, look, a trade between Denver and Green Bay makes a lot of sense to me. And by the way, I don't know that it makes sense for the Packers to trade with the 49ers. In fact, I don't know that it makes sense for the 49ers to trade for Aaron Rodgers. You might go, well, you get an amazing quarterback, but the 49ers just drafted Trey Lance, number 3 overall, to be their quarterback of the future. The 49ers have their plan. They feel good about it. And then also, I think Denver is a better trade partner for Green Bay. They can give them a really good corner, a couple first-round picks, and Teddy Bridgewater. I just think that all around, Denver is the best place for Aaron to go, and Denver is the best team for the Packers to trade with.